Coming up, what to do when you get into an accident, why you should stay off of social media, day 1 of LAX-it, or LAX-it, whatever you want to call it, long trips, and more. A special thanks to JT Legal Group. They can be reached by phone at 888-542-6351, or click the link on our website at kingofuber.com. From the law offices of JT Legal Group in Glendale, California, you're listening to the King of Uber podcast. This is episode 78. And here he is, the King of Uber, Johnny.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us for another episode of the King of Uber. My name is Johnny. We are out here in Dolph's favorite city in LA.
Glendale.
I drove by Dolph's house, his old house, or your sister's house, I guess.
Yeah.
It's only about, what, 3 miles from here?
Yeah, 3 miles and half an hour away. Is that what it is?
So we have a very, very special day today because Lonnie's not with us.
And that's why it's special.
Yes. And
do we cherish this day?
Yeah, we could say we could say all the bad things about her as we want, and, we won't get in trouble.
Okay.
Because she won't listen to this episode. So I have kind of an announcement to make. We've been losing a lot of our female listeners on the show ever since I mentioned that I was getting married.
Right.
So
he thinks.
So I decided maybe not to get married. Just kidding, honey. Anyway. Dolph, how was your drive down here?
Long.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually brought some friends over to LAX.
Nice.
From Santa Barbara.
Did they give you cash?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
just
of course
wondering.
Not.
Let's see.
Why would they give me cash?
Yeah, well,
but I will say, when I dropped off, it was very clear. There was no one there.
On the well, that's good. Well, I was talking to you on the phone on the way up here from Costa Mesa to Glendale this morning on the 710. There was a horrible accident, and it took me 2 hours and 15 minutes to get here, but we made it. So
yeah,
that was good.
The traffic was horrible. My friend, she actually left from Glendale, went to the Grove.
Yep.
That's only like a 15-minute drive, 20-minute drive.
I don't know.
It actually, well, you don't know because you're not from LA. But,
right.
It actually took her 2 hours this morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Traffic was really bad.
Yeah, it was awful. So.
But today we have two beautiful women with us. They're taking selfies while we're doing this podcast.
Of course.
That's a first for us.
Of course.
Anyway, we have Jackie here. Jackie, can you introduce yourself, your title, what you do? And I apologize. I am getting married, so you have to tell everybody, all the females in the office, stop hitting on me now.
Yes, I sure will. My name is Jackie. I'm the intake manager, client relations, director of client relations here at JT Legal Group. So initially, I'll talk to the clients to make sure that they're calm, they're taken care of. Basically, the goal is for them to call us. We do the rest.
So you're like the head honcho.
Yes.
You are like the boss.
Yes.
You are like the one that approves everything.
Yes.
We are
You
so
got
happy.
it.
We're so happy you're here.
Me too, ma'am.
Well, I do know that every time one of our drivers get in a problem and they give me a call, I always call you to fix it. So you're kind of also like the fixer.
Yes. No, I do it all. This is what I say. I make it happen.
You make it happen.
That's it.
I don't know how to reply. Dolph, you have a comment to that?
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next to Jackie, we have the lovely Linda. Hi.
Hello.
So I understand you're kind of new here.
I am.
And you are the director of private investigation.
I actually am the pre-litigation manager.
Ooh.
I also do their investigations.
Oh, wow. Is that fun?
It is.
I've done a little PI work under the table.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to ask.
No, actually, I've had friends ask me to follow their husbands, see what they're doing.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's how I met Dolph.
Sure.
Dolph wasn't doing anything. He was just working all the time. Mm-hmm. I'm just kidding. So these days, a lot of our drivers have been giving me a call because they've been getting into accidents. And so the one problem that I have, and I don't understand because I'm a pretty calm and cool, and I think I really think about stuff. But we've had a few drivers that get into accidents so bad that they're in shock. They're in shock. They don't know what to do. They start blabbing. Sometimes they don't remember what they even said. In those situations, what do you guys recommend a driver should do once, let's say they get T-boned or rear-ended or something like that?
Well, it's never a good thing to blab.
Okay.
I would suggest.
Did you hear that, Dolph? Do not blab.
I would suggest basically taking a deep breath, taking a moment to yourself.
Okay.
Collecting your thoughts. Don't ever go on and on with the, oh my God, are you okay? I'm so sorry. That is the worst thing, especially this day and age where everyone has a recording device.
Okay.
A phone, a camera, anything, especially the dash cams.
Right.
So I would say even when you step out of your vehicle after an accident, ask for a moment to collect yourself and don't over-explain or basically overspeak.
Okay.
Don't go on and on.
Did you know Dolph's had a dash cam in his car for a couple years now? But it's not to prevent accidents or good footage. It's for X-rated stuff, and I've seen it.
Okay, let's just put this in
Does your wife know the videos that you have on your dash cam?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Okay, so yes, I've never had to use the camera, but it's good to have. Just in case.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically you're saying is that if you get in an accident, take a deep breath. Don't start talking. Don't say sorry. You don't want to admit to guilt, right? So if you're like in a bad state, this is what I told some of the other drivers. I told them just to call the JT's 888 number and talk to them before you say anything to anybody else.
Oh, yeah. So I guess it's almost like they should have like their number like on speed dial.
Well, yeah, why not?
I never thought about that, but yeah, everyone just do that right now.
Well, yeah.
888-542-6351.
Hey, that's some pretty good advertising. But I say that to them for a couple different reasons. Number one, for accidents, because you never know when you're going to get into an accident.
Right.
Exactly.
I can't tell you how many times I've had people tell me, oh, I'm a good driver. I don't need the high coverage. I don't need this. I don't need that. And I always tell them, you know how naive and stupid you're sounding? Because it doesn't matter how good of a driver you are, that bad driver's going to hit you.
Yes.
Right? But so like having JT's number in your phone, not for just for accidents, I also think you need it for the tickets because, the head honcho here, Jack, will help you get tickets off your record, not get the point on DNV. And I believe on some cases, you don't even have to show up to court. You might just have to sometimes have to do the driving school over the computer. So that's another good reason. Jackie, I know you guys are taking a lot of care of our clients, and I heard your right-hand woman, Lisa, is calling all the VIP clients once a month or 2 months to check in up on them.
Correct. Myself and Lisa have a good communication with the VIP clients. We want to make sure that they're happy, that they are being taken care of, and we're doing everything we can to keep them satisfied.
So all the people that you get from our group and our listeners are all considered VIP?
All VIP.
Doesn't matter how small or big the case?
Makes no difference. They're all VIP.
And then all your other customers, we just don't care about them anymore?
No, we do. We do. It's just VIPs. Lisa and I are in communication with them.
Okay.
So at least once or every other week, they'll hear from us.
Okay. Oh, that's good. So these days, I think you mentioned something about head injuries.
Yes.
Can you elaborate more on that?
Well, most people seem to think that a head injury, or what we call a TBI, traumatic brain injury, comes from a very big impact or you falling down and hitting your head somewhere.
Okay.
Which is definitely not correct.
Right.
Any type of shock, movement,
like
hit,
whiplash.
And the thing is, by the time the police, the paramedics get to the accident scene and they transport the person to the hospital, a lot of time has passed. So when they do the testing's not correct.
Right.
It's just a couple of minute testing done in the emergency room. There definitely needs to be follow-up.
Speaking of that, so I got into an accident a little bit over 2 years ago, and I ended up with a concussion.
Okay.
I remembered after when I got hit, because I was stopped, and the lady behind me was going 50, 55 miles an hour, just ran right back into my car. I remember I got out of the car, and there must have been 15 to 30 seconds that I don't remember. So I went to the hospital, and then I went to go see a concussion doctor, and she said the same thing. She said whiplash can give you a concussion. Your head doesn't have to hit anything. And she was explaining to me that our brain is so fragile in our skull that fast of a sudden movement can move your brain.
What you need to think about is imagine a bowl with Jell-O in it.
Okay.
You don't have
You're making
to
me hungry. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I was thinking about something else, but I guess we should mention it on. Sorry, Jackie. I know you're very innocent. Okay.
So basically, you don't have to drop that bowl of Jell-O on the ground in order for it to bounce around.
Right.
Any kind of movement, just moving it from one flat surface to another,
The wiggle jiggle.
will wiggle jiggle,
Yeah.
and your brain will wiggle jiggle.
Right. And she also said that even the wiggle jiggle can also affect your eyesight.
It can affect your hearing, your balance.
What's that?
Your hearing.
Oh, okay, got it. Funny, Dolph. You're supposed to laugh.
I don't think it is.
Okay, sorry.
Although I think, so also, like, we're talking about the possibility of permanent damage, too. Like you might not be able to get your vision back 100%, right?
Yeah, because I had to start wearing glasses after my accident. Well, they're reading glasses, but
Yeah.
I
Nothing
never.
to do with age.
He wants to tell himself that.
I'm still very young. I think it's not how old you are; it's how young you feel.
Most definitely.
Yeah, and people know by my personality and my mature sense of humor, I'm in my early 20s.
As he reads like this.
Hey, that's not funny, man. Anyway, Bob, you have any questions for these lovely ladies? Because I know you've never been into an accident.
I've been in a couple of them. Yeah.
Oh, you have?
What are clients that you turn down?
That's
Turn
good.
down the
Yeah,
clients?
but I know you guys can't accept every client, right?
Yeah.
Right, but mostly we'll refer them out to another attorney that can take cases like that. So even though if we turn down, we still have help for them from another attorney. But basically would be if there is minor damages to the car, or if they have no injuries, because it's a personal injury law group. If they have no injuries and minor damages are the ones that will turn down or refer it out.
So here's another scenario. I think we had this recently where one of the drivers had a passenger in his car. He got into an accident, but it was his fault. But the accident was so severe. In a case like that, I understand that there is a chance you could still help the driver with like maybe a workman's comp claim.
Correct. Because he's injured. At the end of the day, he's still injured, even though it was his fault.
Right.
So that's something that we work with another attorney hand in hand to also help him. So our goal is to help these clients no matter what the situation is. So if there's a way to help them, we're going to find a way and help them.
All right. So it's not always to the point where, I know some other law firms where if the driver's at fault, they just won't even look at it or even talk to you.
Well, no, we look at these cases. These are clients that are in pain, have been injured. So even if our firm can take the case, we're going to make sure we're guiding them the right way so they have help.
Okay, that's good to know. Linda, I know social media is a big thing these days. And I know when people get into accidents, they start posting stuff on Facebook and Instagram. As, kind of work that you do, what do you recommend people that have ongoing cases not to do?
I would highly recommend not posting on social media with regards to your accident.
Okay.
If you're on your way to work, you get into a fender bender, you get into work, don't go on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and just, oh my goodness, I was just hit, such and such drove this way, that way. That is the worst thing that you could possibly do.
Because you could actually go into someone's Facebook, Instagram, and look at all their pictures and posts and stuff.
I've done that actually. We had someone that was claiming injuries, and I went onto their Facebook. I found pictures of them at a party dancing.
Ooh.
Copy paste. There you go.
So
if you're injured, how are you dancing?
So if I have a back injury, I shouldn't be, posting pictures of my rock climbing on the weekends that I do. And all that weightlifting that I do.
Oh, yeah.
And the surfing.
Skydiving.
Oh, that's skydiving. Yeah, that's only once a month.
Oh, Disneyland. Gotta go on those roller coasters.
Why is that? You're not allowed to go to Disneyland?
Well, if you're riding Indiana Jones, I mean, that's...
The reason why Dolph's mentioning Disneyland is he's a Disney maniac and he loves Disney.
Oh, I love Disney. I was there on Wednesday.
Oh, my God.
I love Disney.
I don't understand you people.
I'm going in in a couple weeks?
You have the
3 weeks
yearly
or so?
pass, right?
Yeah.
So I know JT also helps with like slip and injury falls.
Slip and fall cases.
Slip and fall cases. What other cases can you help our drivers with? I mean, it's not just accidents, of course.
Any type of personal injuries that you've been injured. So if you've been injured, call us.
Okay. I even heard someone mention that even like a death, wrongful death.
Of course, yeah. Those are the type of cases we take on as well.
The reason why I'm mentioning this is because there's so much more than you guys do rather than just car accident cases for, Uber and Lyft drivers. I think it's good to know that, other people listening know that you guys do all other stuff too.
Of course, and they can call us for guidance, even if it's a client that we cannot retain or cannot help or we don't even practice. But at the end of the day, we'll guide them to the right direction.
Well, that's very nice of you. But I called you guys when I was hungry and you guys didn't help.
What do you mean? I will Postmate foods to your wherever you are. Let me know.
I believe you.
I know.
I really do think you would do that. I know you two are very busy. We really want to thank you for joining us for this brief time.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions, you can always give Jackie a call about anything, I guess, that's related to something that's important. Please don't waste your time. Appreciate your time again, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
So, Dolph, a lot of new things are happening with Uber. LAX pickup started on the 29th.
We'll see. I think. Okay, why don't we just say what how system's supposed to work?
Okay, so basically, what this is the morning of the 29th now. What I've heard now is that if you use the Uber app to guide to the new waiting lot to pick up your passengers, they're leading you to the exit, not the entrance.
Ew.
So keep that in mind. Another one is, I guess the PIN system is not up and running yet in the morning.
Ooh, it's not. Okay.
No, so the passengers are going, they're ordering a car, and they're waiting for the car to show up.
Oh, okay. So they're just, okay, so this is both Uber and Lyft?
I don't know about Lyft. You know my feelings about Lyft. So that's what's going on now. Mm-hmm. But since this is the morning of the 29th, by the time we air this, it might have changed already. I guess there's no full lot at LAX anymore. Mm-hmm. There could be up to 100 cars in the lot before you go into the actual pickup area.
Maybe everyone's just staying away because they're like, I don't want to deal with this crap.
But when I was in LA and I checked the queue, there was 91 to 95 cars in the lot.
Okay.
So I'm sure a lot of drivers are curious about what's going on. I'm sure on social media it's all going to get posted.
Oh, okay. I know what you just meant. Okay. So that means 40 plus is full, right?
Right, but not anymore.
So now they're allowing everyone to be in the
staging lot, right?
Yeah, so they're not going to go around saying, "Hey, are you in the queue?"
Right. Because there's no more queue anymore.
Yeah, and you can't really do the tricks that we used to do.
Well, I'm
waiting
sure,
for surge.
I'll
figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah,
because I'm sure we can figure out when the cars are going down, the times also.
Yeah,
but then Uber's also having that $20 and $25 guarantee going on, so they're having all those things. So if you guys have any information, go on to our King of Uber Facebook page. Like us if you haven't already, and maybe you could throw some comments or send us a message on what you think about LAX.
Yeah, I mean, I will say I didn't pick up this morning,
right?
But I drove in, and it was pretty clear.
That's what I heard.
Right in, right out.
I've heard from a few people that dropped off that the morning usually with arrivals is super busy. It's not they were able to get in and out, no problem. What else did you want to go over?
So I've been seeing postings of people doing long trips,
right,
where it's like,
but you're talking about long trips. You're talking like the 90-mile plus.
Yeah,
trips.
I'm not talking about 45 plus minutes.
Right.
Yeah. I'm talking like actual miles. We're talking 100 plus miles.
Right.
We're talking 400 miles. And
so now this is a topic that's always been going on probably for the past 2-3 years, and it's never going to end. Okay, but I'm going to tell you this right now. This job is not how much you take home, it's how much profit you make.
Yeah.
So if you do, let's say, 100-mile ride for $70 at 60 cents a mile, because there's no traffic.
Yeah, because exactly.
Yeah. So you're driving basically 200 miles up and back for $70. That comes down to 35 cents a mile.
Yeah.
And that's including the time.
Good luck trying to get that ride back.
Right. I mean, it does happen every slim once in a while. It doesn't happen often, but I'm just saying it's about a profit thing.
Yeah.
Now, you could make $70 and probably in that 3.5 hours just staying local and not spending all that gas and putting all that wear and tear on your car. And you do have to calculate that in your profit.
Yeah, and then I would also like to say times have changed. You did mention 60 cents a mile.
Right.
So remember when we had 85 cents a mile.
Right.
It was fine to take.
Yeah, that was okay. Yeah.
Because you were actually getting $1 a mile.
Right.
Plus the time, plus even if there was no traffic, you were making out with some good money.
Yeah, but on that same ride, you would have made $100 rather than $70.
Exactly.
So that's a big difference in pay. Yeah.
Nowadays you got to be smart. You actually have to make sure if it says long trip and it's a Saturday afternoon and there's no traffic.
But it all depends on the long trip, though.
Yeah.
Now, if it's a 40-mile ride, like you're going from Orange County to L.A. and you work L.A. also, then that's an okay ride.
Oh, yeah. I will say that's fine because you're in L.A., your chances of getting a ride back to Orange County much better than Santa Barbara.
Right. But if you're at the end of your shift and you want to go home, it's not worth it to take that LA ride all the way up there for $35 and then drive all the way back home.
Yeah. I actually had one yesterday. It was a ping from Lyft, and luckily, my with Lyft, they tell me exactly how long it's going to be.
Because you're a whore?
No, because I hadn't driven Lyft for like a week, so it reset to 100% acceptance.
Got it.
And so it said 133 minutes east, and I'm like, guess where that's going? LAX from Santa Barbara.
Hell no.
No, exactly. Well, okay.
Hell no, I won't go.
Here's the thing. If it was 10 or 11 in the morning, sure.
Okay.
But it was actually telling me 2 p.m. And
getting back would have been a nightmare.
Yeah, getting there and getting back would have been a nightmare.
Yeah, you might as well just slept in your car and then could come to JT in the morning.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean but those are the choices that we have to make. Now, granted, okay, so the other thing is that I could have accepted the ride and called them.
Right.
And but you have these tools in front of you. If you happen to know how long the ride's going to be.
Right.
If you're an Uber Pro, right?
Right. Which I'm not.
Yeah. I know Johnny's never, ever going to be.
Oh, yeah, my acceptance rate is 40% right now.
Yeah. I might actually be in the next few days.
Whore.
We shall see.
Whore.
But it'll be
such
interesting.
A whore.
Well, I'm going to be an Uber Pro. So,
good for you.
Gold.
Anyway, Dolph and I are in a really good mood, even though it took us forever to get to JT Legal Group because Lonnie's not with us. Ha, ha, ha. We can make so much fun of her. She's not going to listen to this episode.
Hey, we can go to Olive Garden.
We could go to Olive Garden.
We should go to Olive Garden,
but they're not open for like another hour and a half.
They open at 11, don't they?
Yeah. Well, what's 10 right now?
Yeah.
Anyway, Dolph, thanks for coming down. Had a wonderful time. I always love coming to JT. They have the best coffee and candy. If you guys have any questions, hit us up on the King of Uber Facebook page, kingofuber.com site, or send me a message and ask for the king. Anyway, always remember to tip your driver.
And sit diagonally.
Until next time.
Vagina.
For more information about driving for Uber and Lyft, reach out to us on Facebook or visit our website at kingofuber.com.